Sasuke's place and be the Sasuke of the story. Much better, much stronger, much nicer. Until the clan is, of course, slaughtered. Then he gets cold and doesn't talk to anyone. Slaps away all the hands, defends Naruto, defends everyone who's being bullied, and stops all conflict in the class. So, when he's about 4 years old, when he enters the academy, the first thing when he does is when he gets back, he walks into Itachi's room saying, "Nika." Itachi says, "Oh, hello. You got back?" He says, "Yep, I did." He goes, "Well, you just took a mood swing." He says, "Half yes, half no." He goes, "Geez, us. You take a giant mood swing." Person says, "Yes, I do." Let's just go to where I want to say the clan is slaughtered about when Sasuke was about 6. I don't know. So he is basically a prodigy, identical to Sasuke. Let me show you his clothes that he does when he wears when he's a Jonin. Well, not a Jonin, but you know what I mean. Not a Jonin. I don't know why I said Jonin. It's these clothes that he wears when he's these are the clothes that he's gonna wear when this is basically what he looks like, except his eyes are black. This is his Genin outfit. We're not gonna talk about that. When the clan is slaughtered, he is Pissed. Pissed. He awakens the Sharingan and rushes at Itachi going, "Damn you!" and goes to stab him, but then he disappears behind Itachi saying, "Body flicker!" Then throws a kunai, cutting Itachi in the cheek. He says, "You've always been strong, haven't you?" But then disappears, like blasts into crows and then runs away. He says, "You're running away from me?" And says, "Fire style fireball jutsu!" And jumps in the air and finds Itachi and pinpoints him and says, hitting him with full power. Itachi goes flying back, being clapped with the fireball, going. But then Itachi getting away by just knocking him out with one quick fireball, one quick gut shot, going shirum bang, boom. Oh, okay. So look. What? Finally fixed the issues. I'll probably play at about 6:30. Let's go 6:30. So with that, he's acting colder than Sasuke would, because he had Itachi in his grasp about to defeat him, but then he was defeated because of weakness. Because y'all know weakness. So let's just get, wait, if he's 7 years old, if he's 7, then he becomes... So 5 years from that. I don't know why I didn't know that. So 10 years from, so 5 years later, he's in the academy and he's at first place. He's standing at his desk doing this little pose thing. Naruto goes, "Oh, hey, Sakura, what's it?" And then just gets pushed, saying, "Move it." Then Sakura says, He goes, "Please don't sit next to me." She goes, "I know you want me to sit next to you." He says, No, I don't. Please, just go." She goes, "No." Then Ino sits next as well. He goes, First thing I got the pink-haired fangirl. Then I got the blonde-haired fangirl who's part of a clan. Just great." He goes, "Well, actually, when it's graduation, he instantly passes with little to no difficulty, and let's just go into his team thing. Except everything is switched. It's just Christian in Sasuke's place, so he would get the weird scene with Naruto, I wouldn't beat the crap out of Naruto. Christian says, I'm not even gonna care about that anymore. Then Iruka assigns teams. Team 7, Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno, Christian Uchiha. Well, when he says Sakura Haruno after Naruto, Naruto goes, yay, Sakura goes, boo. When Iruka says, team, and then he says Christian Uchiha, Sakura goes fangirl mode going, ooh, yeah, in your face, you know, pig. She says that in her head. Christian says, great, I'm stuck with the fangirl and the kid who always wants to be Hokage to prove everyone wrong. Just great. They just better not get in my way. All I care about is my revenge. Then they meet their squad leader, Kakashi Hatake. Naruto does a stupid prank and says he's a Jonin level ninja. He's not gonna fall for it. He goes, but knowing him being late, he's probably gonna fall for it. She says, yeah, Naruto, he's not gonna fall. Yeah, he is gonna fall for it. Christian says, mood swap. In his head, he says, mood swap. Kakashi gets hit by it and says, told ya. Naruto laughs his head off. Christian says, before you call us any names, this is your fault. You should have came earlier. Naruto would have never set up a prank. So don't blame any of us. You stupid idiot. He goes, okay. He says, don't blame us for your dumb problems, Kakashi. Hatake, aka the copy ninja. He goes, how do you know me? He says, Christian says, I want to pull out a paper bomb kunai and throw it into my own skull right now. He says, whatever. Then he looks at him saying, a normal main character. He says in his head, a normal main character, a fangirl, and an emo. Christian says, I heard everything you just said. I'm not an emo. I'm just wanting revenge. Duh. So then when he says, so when they reach the roof, he says, do introductions. Naruto says, I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I like ramen. I dislike how long it takes, the 3 minutes you have to wait for the boil. I also like when Iruka Sensei takes me to Ichiraku, and my dream is to become the greatest Hokage. And then he says, now you, fangirl. She goes, I'm Sakura Haruno. What I like is, or who I like, looks at Christian, he goes, I'm afraid. In his head he goes, I'm afraid. I don't like this. This is weird. Then she says, for my future look at him, he says, dish out. Ooh, flip this crap, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. He says, my name's Christian Uchiha. What I have is not a dream, because I will make it a reality. Also, I don't like a lot of things. I'm going to restore my clan and kill a certain someone. Sakura fainting. So amazing. Kakashi says, edginess on level 9,000. Christian goes, I don't care. Then he just disappears. Kakashi says, well, I didn't even get to say what I wanted to say. So he's gonna not be able to come. She says, he says, Christian's the best. He's so cool. He can just teleport. And Naruto says, how can he teleport? One of you told me just make some ramen going, ngang, ngang, ngang. Ngang, ngang, ngang. Slowly. Then the next day, when they do the bell test, it would start off with Christian and Sakura jumping in to the trees. Well, Sakura going in a bush, Christian jumping in the air. Just saying, illusion jutsu. Then illusions. He says, camouflage jutsu. Then camouflages into everything. Standing still where Kakashi can see him, but he really can't. Kakashi says, sees Naruto. But then Naruto was rushing at Kakashi. Christian says, idiot. So he grabs Naruto's leg and swings him around and throws him at Kakashi with he yeets him. Because yeet means hurling at maximum velocity with no care of the impact. Naruto punches Kakashi kinda far. He says, "What was that?" Christian disappears so Kakashi doesn't know he's there. Then gets to the trees. Then he pelts Kakashi with shurikens. Naruto says, "Oh, he could have killed him." Christian says, "Gotta move, he found my location." Then jumps. Then he finds Kakashi when he puts Sakura in a genjutsu. Then he does his signature attack, where he kicks Kakashi, then he punches, then he kicks again, then he punches. Then he goes to grab the bells, because he says, "This kid," he says, "behind you." Then puts a kunai to his throat, saying, "Give up." So then Kakashi tries to go for the hidden leaf secret finger jutsu, but Christian disappears and says, "Uchiha Clan's secret technique, 1,000,000 years of death," and launches him up in the sky. He goes, "Ah!" She goes, "That was so cool." Naruto says, "That was weird." He goes, Christian appears next to Naruto. He says, "What was that?" He goes, "Nothing." He goes, "Exactly." Then he appears behind Kakashi saying, "Fire style, fireball jutsu." Kakashi says, "You can't use fire. It takes too much chakra." He gets hit by it, but then disappears and then pulls Christian underground for the head under jutsu. Sakura goes, "Now let's change it up a bit. Let's change it up a lot." He says, "Dang it." Then he appears next to Naruto, saying, "We gotta go, quick." He goes, "Why do you want to help? I'm not working with you." He says, "Just do it. The goal of this is damn teamwork, and none of us have this. I'll go get Sakura." He says, "No, I'll go get her." He says, "Shut up, or you're not going to become Hokage." He goes, "Dang it." It's hard to make Naruto's personality like a happy personality, because I'm not a person to do that. So he rushes to Sakura saying, "Sakura, we have to work together with Naruto so we can get there." He says, "Anything for you." He goes, "Okay, I'm getting weirded out." Then the whole team jumps into the middle. Christian pelts Kakashi with shuriken going, "Brrrr." Then he sees Naruto sneak up. He says, "That idiot." Then throws shuriken behind him, cutting Naruto in the cheek. He goes, "What?" And says, "You idiot! That was your plan this entire time." Then he jumps in the air, throwing more shuriken at Kakashi, pelting him. But then he says, "Perfect." Then launches the shuriken up into the sky, then rains them down with ninja wire. Then he says, "Shuriken Shadow Clone Jutsu." He says, "Shuriken Shadow Clone." He says, "Shuriken Gigantify." The shurikens turn 20 times bigger and rain on Kakashi. And there's still some kunai raining down too. He goes, being stabbed by 2 of them, instantly breaking both of his arms. Then Sakura would come out of the ground going, "Cha!" and punching him in the chin, making him go up. And Naruto goes for a signature trademark kick and goes, "Kozomaki Barrage." He says, then all 3 of them, then Naruto says, "Team 7 Barrage!" And heel drops Kakashi. And Christian says, "Water style, water prison jutsu." Then puts him in the water prison while Naruto and Sakura stick their hands in and grab the bells. He's got all 5 elements, remember. Kakashi goes, "This team." Then they head out. Then he says, "Team 7 has officially passed." Christian says, "Nice, guys." She goes, Then when the exam is over, Christian goes, "Well, guys, you actually did something good." Naruto says, "Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up." Sakura goes, "Naruto!" He goes, "Uh-oh. Don't you ever say that something like that again." Then launches him into the sky. Christian says, "Geez, all he said was that. Whatever." He says, "Team 7 starts its next mission tomorrow." Then when they meet up at the meeting place, Sakura's not there. He says, "Where could she be? She's later than Kakashi." He goes, "There's no way she's running late." Christian's not worried. He says, "Probably late. I don't care." He says, "Look, I know you don't care for anything, but like, she's still our teammate." He says, "I don't care." But then a note falls from the sky, randomly. He picks it up with 2 fingers, saying, He reads and says, "Great. This is the worst day of my life. Worse. This is. I mean, it's not as worse as the Uchiha massacre, but this is bad. Kakashi says, "What does it say?" He says, "Apparently, Yamanaka has kidnapped Sakura and dug her underground in a grave, technically, hiding her there for the rest of eternity until I go on a date with her." He goes, "Well, she's crazy." He goes, "I'll be back." Then goes, Where are you going? What?
Really starting to get on my nerves.
What did I do?
You keep asking me if I'm leaving and stuff.
No, I'm not.
You just said, "Are you leaving?"
Oh,
Did you not just say, "Are you leaving?"
yes, I did, but not like that. I asked you this one time.
Step back.
You're not cool.
Where's my glasses? Did you see my glasses? Did you do your homework?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh no, you need to do it now.
Oh.
They're gonna shut everything down for the weekend.